I've never seen something and you thought to yourself, wow, that's disappointed, but at least it can't keep on getting worse. But somehow, it does the impossible, but keeps on getting worse. That's the best way to describe this weird obsession that people have of turning anime into live action. Now, I don't think live action anime could work at all. I really feel like the only animes that could actually become live action and it could be good are animes where nothing really happened. Like no one is walking around fighting, teleporting, throwing fireballs, or using like magical abilities, or they have like crazy powers. Then if you make an anime like that, you may be able to turn it into a live action show, and it may actually be good. The problem is, those animes usually don't really get watched that much. Like, let's be honest, most of the popular animes are probably something fighting. That's usually what it is most of the time. And sadly, those are the animes that get picked to be live action, but your anime doesn't even need to be popular, because for some reason Netflix, the person who is literally pro at doing stuff like this, likes to take IPs that are like absolutely dead and no one really care about and try to like dig them out of their grave and turn them into an absolutely terrible live action show that absolutely no one is gonna watch. And all it's gonna do is like piss off the little remaining fan base that is still there. A good example is like Cowboy Bebop. Let's be honest, if you're a brand new anime fan as someone who's now 1,000 years old, you absolutely don't care about that anime at all, and you have literally zero interest to go back and watch it. I'm just being truthful. I know some people like to be delusional and just live with rose-tinted glasses and just pretend that that's not real. Well, because of that, when most people hear live action anime, they instantly write it off and think it's going to be absolutely terrible. All of this changed when the One Piece anime came out. When this first got confirmed, Netflix ended up doing all the right things. One, ended up confirming that the person who actually wrote One Piece is actually going to be on the production, and every decision they make, they're going to need to get his blessing. Still think it's absolutely crazy that that's not common. You know, I think if you're going to turn a manga and turn it into a live action, TV show, you should actually get the person who wrote the story to be on the set so he can make sure it's really good. I'm absolutely surprised that they don't do that and they have to use that as a marketing point. Like, they literally put that all over the trailers, which made more people excited for it. And also when some of the set images ended up showing, and also they end up saying that, like, look, we're going to be making all the boats in real life. Like, they're not going to be CGI, they're going to be handmade. It made a lot of people excited for it, and it made a lot of One Piece fans and people who just aren't really into One Piece and just interested in just live action anime in general to actually look at this. A lot of people really thought that this is going to be the one. This is going to be the live action anime that is actually going to be good. This is going to prove that anime can be live action and it can be good. And if you thought that, you are absolutely delusional, because we 100% knew that that's not going to happen. But before I go and talk about the trailer, because I already want to watch it, let me go and give you like a speedrun opinion on what I thought about the teaser. I thought it was absolutely terrible. It looked really bad and very cringe, and the effects looked horrible, and I did not have high hopes. I was really thinking that this is going to be really bad, and the trailer came out. I watched it like 4 times, and I can confirm they somehow made it look even worse. I have absolutely no clue how that's even possible, and I feel like there's something wrong with me, because when this trailer first came out, I was like, wow, this looks bad. But if you look in the comment section of the trailer, and if you go on Twitter and see what people are saying, like, the overall opinion on this trailer is that it's actually really good, which makes no sense to me, because this trailer somehow looks worse. This basically proves that anime just cannot work in live action at all, because what they tried to do, they tried to basically take everything from the anime and take everything from the manga and put it in live action, and that just does not work at all. Let's be honest, anime is extremely cringe. People act extremely unnatural. Like, if you watch A Slice of Life, and especially how like a female character acts, and you see like a real woman acting like that in real life, you'll think something is absolutely wrong with her. You'll be like, are you okay? Have you like gone insane? What is wrong with you? But the reason why anime gets away with it, because it's drawn, it's a cartoon, which I know some people are going to be extremely pissed off the fact that I called anime a cartoon. That's the reason why they're able to get away with it. If you try to turn that into live action, it just doesn't work. It comes off as 1, extremely unnatural, and 2, extremely cringe, which is what this trailer is. And also, anime powers just does not work at all in real life. Like, when they showed the clown character, I don't really remember his name that much, and he ended up using his ability, it looked absolutely horrendous. Like, it literally looks like they ended up taking like Adobe After Effects and like moving it around. Like, it's like baby's first CGI and they think it's the best thing ever. It looks horrible. And especially the way how he looks in general is just extremely cringe, and how he's just screaming out his moves, and then it looks like someone is really just throwing potatoes at the camera. It also doesn't help that every time when Luffy decides to do anything, it looks horrible. Like when he ended up kicking that one guy, terrible. And when he did the super fast punch barrage, it was actually so bad I took physical battle damage from watching it. And it also doesn't help that just the costumes don't really look good most of the time. I know there's a lot of people going around saying that the costumes look nice, which I really just don't agree. There's only a few characters which I think that just looks okay. Now, I don't really blame the voice actor. I truly believe that everyone on the set and all the actors are actually just trying their hardest on what they're given. I don't blame them at all that everything they do seems to look extremely bad. I feel like they just saw the set and they're like, you know what? I'm going to try my absolute hardest. Because you can see in the trailer that they are struggling. Their stress meter is 100%. They're probably sweating on the sets just trying to make this sound cool and not extremely cringe. But it is just not working at all. This does not look good. And it truly just makes me think that this anime is going to release and probably be extremely bad. I don't think it's going to be great at all, and I am very scared for when this fully released. Now, obviously, I'm gonna go and watch this because I do think this is gonna be good bad. I do feel like that's the only thing we can get from this season. I don't think it's going to be good, but let's just hope it's like bad, but it's bad to a point where it's actually enjoyable, and not something like Cowboy Bebop where it's just absolutely boring and there's literally nothing that you can get from it. Let's just hope it's good bad, and we can actually have an enjoyable experience going and watching this. Anyway, my name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.